I have just done D1 extension, no trunk. Okay, does that make sense? If I want to do D1 flexion, I would go up this way, and I'm encouraging or trying to facilitate trunk extension and rotation. Okay? If you have them take their unaffected limb, arm, and hold their affected side, that's how they're moving. Okay? So this is a reverse chop. This is a chop. Okay? Now it's kind of weird to do it in standing, but if you're doing it in sitting, then you can start to see the more forceful you make your chop, then you can start to facilitate different things.
Me and Shanta was talking about, like, are you supposed to help them facilitate that movement, or do you just explain it to them? Like, what do you want to see with
like
us?
Book, the therapist is like behind.
Yeah.
So one, it would depend on what they're able to accomplish on their own, right? Because ideally you would then want them to be able to take their unaffected side to be able to
do it
drive it
themselves.
themselves, right?
Yeah.
Because they're using their unaffected side to drive their arm into whatever direction you tell them to, right?
But
This is what's
on the SCA, you looking for us to explain and then they do it, or are you looking for us to facilitate? Okay.
Because it says like instruct and demonstrate, I think.
Okay.
Okay. So the way that you can facilitate would be just like I know, because she's got the camera right here, right? Okay. So if Shayna,
Do I have it on? I sure do.
so you don't hurt yourself, okay? So if this is her unaffected side, she's gonna grab her affected side, okay? And if I'm trying to teach her to do a reverse chop, I may take her through and say, okay, this is a reverse chop. We're gonna start here and we're gonna go up this way, okay? And then we're gonna come back down. We're gonna go back up again. What am I doing?
Rhythmic initiation.
Rhythmic initiation.
All right, Sheldon.
Man, she's been studying. She's been studying, man. Look at that, okay? And then, all right, so let me see you do it a couple times by yourself, right? So I skipped the active assisted part, okay? So she's doing okay. And I'm like, oh man, that's really good. I'm just gonna kind of apply a little bit of resistance. Come on up, come on up, come on up. Good, 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 right? So I could use rhythmic initiation to get her going, and then she's able to do it herself.
Okay.
Okay?
And I missed the beginning for the film purposes, but you said the difference between just doing the pattern and the trunk pattern is to add to rotation.
Is the rotation and the flexion and extension.
Okay.
Okay? So like if we wanted more flexion and we needed more flexion, then again, here's your good side, here's your bad side, we're gonna go this way, and now we're emphasizing more the down motions, okay? So I may have to tell her, all right, Shayna, come on down, keep pushing into my hand, push into my hand, push into my hand, push into my hand. Now, do you see how much I'm encouraging her to flex and rotate depending on where I'm telling her to go, right? Okay? So come on, push down into my hand, push into my hand, push, 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 come on, right? Okay, does that make sense? So you can use all of that depending, like we went down more this way, but if we kind of went down more out this way, her chair rolls, so it's not a great chair. But if we went down with more force this way, what do you think might happen? She what? She might fall over, but in rehab we don't want to purposely make them fall. So what will happen? If
Right
she's
reaction.
gonna come this way, what's gonna happen?
The balance,
Riding reaction.
Not necessarily a riding reaction.
Balance,
'cause we're going to this
equilibrium.
one. What are we balancing? If her
Vertical
chair
back.
doesn't move, take your arm. We're gonna shift onto her legs. If we shift her weight far enough onto her legs, what's gonna happen?
She'll stand up.
She might stand up. She's gonna get her bottom to start coming off of her chair.
Ah.
One, her chair is really low, right? And her chair is moving. So it's not a great chair to practice on. But you can encourage that weight shift to get them off of their bottoms and forward to be able to get their butts off of the chair. Ooh, that goes into now the next part, which is a function. Okay? All right? When we talk about, same thing, okay? Same thing, unaffected side, affected side, okay? Now we're gonna go into a lift, okay? So we're gonna lift, hang on, I'm trying to hold your chair. Ready? We're gonna come up into a lift this way. There we go. Look at that nice extension and rotation. Look at that nice rotation she's giving me. That's great. Good job. right? So she's sitting. Again, like, this is gonna be really hard. I can't think of any function I would really want this for, unless she's just really struggling with maintaining an upright sitting posture, right? And then I can have her work on like this rotation and the extension part. So she's gotta extend to keep herself upright, okay? More than likely, I would use
She can play golf.
If she were a knight, it would be
drawing a
Yeah.
sword, but you know, she's not a knight. Let's see, come over
She
here.
could
We're-
be, yeah, she
We've got
could
less
be.
people over here, I think. Come on.
Surprise.
Okay. But you're gonna lay on your back for me. Okay, kind of scoot towards the middle.